What does that judgment tell you about the relationship now between the law and politics? Is it the right one?
The judgment takes me right back to the late 1920s and the early 1930s. Hans Frank was Adolf Hitler's personal lawyer from 1928 to 1933, litigated all the cases that Hitler lost, and Hitler used the defeats to turn around his political campaign. And that playbook was, of course, followed by Mr. Trump. Lots of litigation against him. Look, they're ganging up on me. The establishment is against me. And as I saw, and I'm half French, my mum's French, I've followed all the French press, I've been watching the news this morning, it'll be the same thing. I'm a victim, the establishment has ganged up against me, and the fear has to be that it will have precisely the opposite effect that it was intended to have. I asked myself the question, what would I do if I had been one of those judges? They've got to apply the law. They've got sentencing guidelines. What do? They're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. But the upshot, I suspect, was that it will enhance her political currency. It will make her stronger. She'll be able to claim she's a victim, just as Mr. Trump did, just as Mr. Hitler did. And on it goes.
Do you think that the prosecutors overplayed their hands? I mean, would it have been better to say, we know what the law says and we know what the sentencing says, but we can see how this is playing into the far right?
It's really tough as a prosecutor. I mean, embezzlement is a pretty serious crime. And if it were to happen here and a director of public prosecutions were to say, actually, I'm going to go for something else, or I'm not going to really push it because the consequences of my doing this will be to create political unrest or a political decision that I'm unhappy with, that person would be slammed. So,
except her supporters say that that's exactly what happened with the IMF's Christine Lagarde, where there was also a question of misappropriated funds and she didn't face prison and she didn't even get a criminal record.
So I don't know enough about the facts of that case. If that's true, that would be seriously problematic. And if there is evidence that the prosecutors in this case chose a particular path motivated by extra-legal things, that's a problem.
Extra-legal means stuff that is outside.
Political stuff. Using your political opposition to someone to attack them. But of course, the response of Marine Le Pen's supporters is exactly the same as the response of Adolf Hitler's supporters in 1931 or Donald Trump's supporters in 2023. Just to be clear, I'm not drawing yet direct analogies between all of those characters, but it's the fact of a powerful person using the law to create a sense of victimhood and enhance their political power